Save our Mother Earth from alien attack.
Save our mother, 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 save our mother.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Row, row, row your boat gently down
Bees,
the road.
bees, bees, bees. Everything burns now.
It's a different version of the song than I learned. That must be the British version of the song. Which is like,
Bees.
London Bridge is
Bees.
falling down, everyone's dead, grandma's gone.
Bees,
Bees are killing everything.
Everyone.
My fair lady.
Everyone. I like how the Mother Earth song keeps getting more and more depressing as it goes on until eventually, why are we even singing this?
Yeah.
And like, fine, something about a hero or something.
Mm-hmm. Now the lyrics are very grim. Funny.
They get
but
really
grim.
dark, like talking about burying their friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's like 6 verses. It doesn't end.
Going. It's an interesting video to look up because it's hard to get that in game so far.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
if you
even know
listen
how
to
to
the
make it
audio
keep
by
going.
itself, it's really annoying because it's super processed and it sounds horrendous. Because they tried it, they clearly had like 3 people singing it from just around the office, and they applied like a chorus effect to make it way more people, and it sounds so bad.
Oh, I did not.
Listen,
Dude,
they're
I
a
guess I should not
company
have
that
been ready back
optimizes
here.
Japanese games into English. What do you expect from them?
Wait, did you guys already nuke down one of the damn birds?
Not optimizes, localizes. Shit.
So. Oh.
What?
I was gonna say, did Bird already take down one of the transport ships? And
Yes.
then the honeycomb decided to show up. Oh my god, it is a honeycomb.
Oh,
The bees are
yeah.
a separate alien
No.
entirely.
Are they
fuck,
really?
there's so many.
Oh, my god. That's a new airship, yeah. Wow.
Well, I'm going on a road trip. See you guys later.
We're gonna get turbo fucked.
We seem to have enraged Dr. Bees.
How many ships are there gonna be? They've done everything. There's no more sky.
Oh wow, they are like locking in with each other. That's terrifying. Some
Yeah.
of them have spikes.
Yeah, this is
Some of them
actually
fucking
this is
start-
actually a very cool art direction they've gone with this one.
No,
Oh, this is
game,
this is actually genuinely horrifying now.
yeah, this game looks kind of bad, but like what they've done with what they've got is kind of amazing.
Yeah, they did a really great job with a lot of this stuff. Those are not bees.
Oh.
What are they?
Oh.
They're
Those are
much
weird.
worse than bees.
They're very
Are they,
weird
like, weird?
Y-shaped ships.
I didn't bring anything to protect myself with. I'm kind of fucked.
They look like this.
Can you kill these ants directly next to us so I can actually fight again? Because
I guess I'll kill the
spend my time
flyers. I
running
can
away
hit them
from
pretty easily.
Oh.
Oh, fuck, there's so many.
You'll be fine. Now hold them up while I grab all the armor pickups.
I don't have enough ammo. I can't shoot that often.
That's a lot of ants. I want to see like a civil war between these enemies.
It would be nice
be
to make
great.
my life a lot easier.
Yeah. The AI would have some really interesting target acquisition going on, though. God, they look
How
weird.
does one mob of enemies fight another mob?
Target closest thing, smack, smack, smack.
Oh, RTS logic. Okay.
Yeah.
Like old school bad RTS logic.
That's how I play RTSs, because I am bad at them.
Attack, move. I've lost. I feel bad.
I think if I search the word cringe in my comments list, most of them are for StarCraft 2 videos.
Why is it firing super
Hey.
lasers?
Uh,
Why is
I
that
think-
right? That
I
is
think they're
directly
destroying
next
Earth.
I should probably leave.
No,
That is
Vicky.
really worrying.
R.I.P. Earth.
There's no indicator of when they'll do it too, which is suck bad.
Well, I chucked my self-propelled rocket launcher into a valley.
Honestly,
Do you need more of
indicators that they
those?
come out of specific ones.
I'm gonna do nothing on this mission. That's okay.
You can always get Pyro to come in and babysit you.
Good. He offered very emphatically, and I was
So
like,
I think there is indication about when the lasers are going to come because they're coming out of the blue spikes.
Yes. So you just aim at those. But how often are you looking up to make sure you're not underneath one of those things? I'm
Never.
not. Yeah.
Huzzah!
I do not know what happens when I
Are we
flip
even
the tank
fighting
in this
back
game.
against this thing? Like, how's this work?
No, you can't target it from what I can tell. I think this mission's actually almost over.
I'm trying to
The
shoot
tires.
the laser things, but
You can't. They're not targetable.
yeah, they're not.
So the art direction is cool, but the primary flaw here is the draw distance.
Whoa, that's new.
What is
These draw
happening?
distance-
Oh,
Wait, are we gonna
What?
get our butt saved by the aliens that we've been fighting this whole time? Or are
What?
we mega fucked? Yeah. No?
what
I
the
don't
hell are
know.
they doing?
I can't tell what's going on.
The weird part is that
wait,
the
no,
weird-
no. These are... What is
These
going
are
on here?
these are bad, right?
I can't tell.
How big am I?
Oh,
Wait.
okay. Here we go.
Okay, you can fight
Shoot 'em.
those.
Oh, those are ants. Blow them up. Yeah, they're all like our hexagons will blot out the sun, but the iffy thing is if you look in any direction, they just fade away and then the sky shows through them.
Yeah, they're
doesn't quite
kind of
work.
getting lost there.
Let me go.
Well, I fell down a cliff again.
God.
Looks a little Superman 64 to see like the fog box like
Yeah.
that.
What is this, a Dynasty Warriors game?
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm
I
having
want
the
to
hardest
kill
time with this.
transport ships, but they won't open up. They're weak points for massive damage.
One of the weirdest realities about playing Dynasty Warriors games would be that you'd be like swinging around and wiping out giant hordes of enemies, and then more enemies would basically be spawning on top of you because once you killed all the other enemies, the game could render all the other enemies that were already on top of you that you couldn't see.
I do remember that from Dynasty Warriors.
Because on harder difficulties, the basic enemies were actually like damaging and worrisome.
Not to mention that like 10 frames per second in
Yeah.
the early games.
Also, that I definitely remember that in Dynasty
They
Warriors.
really
too.
benefited from the current console generation because Samurai Warriors 4 runs so smooth. But they didn't.
Oh, this poor niggling self-propelled rocket launcher. Poor me, honestly.
Poor me.
He
I-
chose the
I
wrong
decided-
gear.
The important thing is that everyone
Well-
needs to pity me more.
Every time I try and play the Air Raider, it's just like, oh, let's make it wildly inconvenient for you to do any of what you want to do here. And I'm like, I should just go back to playing Ranger.
I mean,
somebody
the
was legitimately
Ranger
mad
is
at
the
me that I-
catch-all character you can play that will just never not work out.
True.
Yeah, but like
The entire
somebody was
genre is built
legitimately,
around
like,
it.
Somebody was legitimately furious at me that I decided to start playing as Ranger because how dare you? Mechs are cool, and I'm like, mechs are cool, but also garbage.
How many transport ships are left? Just these 3? Guess so. I don't know.
It's Wander's job to read the objective every time we pick a new level.
I don't know.
It
currently-
says it on the character screen.
I had to use a whole. Oh no! Oh no! I had to use a whole artillery strike to kill one bee because I don't have the guns. And it's one of those where I have to actively aim it the entire time that I'm firing it,
Uh-huh.
which meant I had to precision fire at something maybe 20 feet away from me without hitting myself with.
That would
Armageddon
explain all the
missiles.
rockets that were missing literally everything as far as I could tell.
That's because they already hit the thing they were supposed to hit, and I did not want to aim at
And
the
they just
Hey,
keep coming.
we did it.
The objective was to not die for a while the sun gets blotted out.
Yay, is there a part
Hooray.
2 or is it just like, you did it. We gave
I'm
up.
called the Spine Driver.
I
It's
don't
the
know.
B gun.
Hooray!
You
We're
gained the
progressing
B
to a mission
gun.
called Natural Calamity.
I'm
You
going back to
know,
Ranger.
like earthquakes,
Oh my God, 2
hurricanes,
frames per
alien
second.
invasions.
Yeah, it gets so bad.
The spine driver is a mechanical hammer.
Huh.
It looks like a chain gun, like where the way like you hold it by the handle on top and it hangs down and it's really heavy and long. But instead, the edge of it is like it looks like a spiked mace that's spinning.
Huh. Okay.
It looks like the dangerous dildo from Eurotrip.
That movie sucked. That movie
The only
sucked
scene I
a
remember
lot.
is the one where the safety word was a really hard to pronounce German word. But then it wasn't a safety word at all, was it?
That movie was really awkward because I watched it as part of an all-night LAN party, not knowing what it was, and everybody was like way too into it.
That's a concerning explanation.
Eighth
Oh
graders
my
are
God,
weird
it's taking
and
so long for me to
gross.
click on things. Wow.
Think about it this way, Wander. For a lot of children, those were their first boobies.
Those
Except
poor
for the
children.
really unfortunate accidental stuff that I'd run across, those were my first boobies.
That seems way too old.
I
Wasn't
did
it-
not watch a whole lot of movies.
Wasn't that movie in the 2000s?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa, it shoots the thing out. I didn't expect that.
Uh,
Yeah, look
wait,
at
it
the
hammer
shoots
thing?
The mace head?
Look at this weapon.
What the? Oh,
And it shoots
Let
it
me
out.
see it.
wow.
I want to see it, CBS.
I'm gonna call that the Violator.
Let me see it,
Yeah,
CBS.
it's the Violator.
Wow, that
Where
is
are
a
you? Oh, that's
power
you.
dildo.
Yeah, and you shoot it.
Oh. Oh.
It goes in the bowels and bounces around and stays there. It's ribbed
Ladies.
for her continued weight growth because it latches on forever and never lets go.
The fuck was that sentence?
Yay.
Keith is not exactly well versed in describing pornographic objects to people.
Ones that are hooked to stay inside?
Keith,
haven't really covered a lot of like synonyms for that one yet.
Keith was once told he was a real wordsmith, and then he took it to heart and he grabbed a hammer without realizing
I call
the
this one
context.
the Alien Covenant.
All right, we did it. Mission over. Good
Man,
job, everybody.
That is
Yeah,
a movie
and
full
the-
of people making very panicked decisions that don't make sense.
So, I've got a legitimate question, and I wish maybe we were listening so we could pay attention to this. How did we get from the last mission to here?
Yes.
The honeycombs teleported us. Look,
Because
they're here
my
again.
assumption is our previous characters just straight up died.
I think that's that is
Like we
a
got a
fair
Call of
head
Duty?
canon. That is a
Actually,
fair head canon.
that would almost be like kind of perfect storytelling for this game. Every mission ends with your character getting horribly killed, or at least like half of them, and then like you almost have to like make a new character every single time or something
I
ridiculous.
mean, have we
like
ever
that.
established that we're actually playing the same person between missions? I don't think they
No.
even have names.
No, we haven't. I mean, presumably because we're called like they actually do call us something specific on the radio, I believe.
Captain Anime.
He is our hero. Something,
Gonna
something,
Kotaku.
something. Everyone's gonna die.
Hopefully, EDF 5 actually has subtitles so
Yeah.
we can see.
Yeah.
It's like
Captain Anime. Tips.
I mean, that was always-
fedoras.
That was always like this is basically like Alien Gun Dynasty Warriors, and Dynasty Warriors you basically can only process what's happening because there's constant subtitles on the screen.
yeah. Remember
Hey.
when we tried playing The Legend of Arslan? That
Yeah,
was
we made it the
weird.
whole game. It was that company's become the Telltale Games of anime adaptations.
I will admit, Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is actually like really good. Like they did a good job with that one, which was super surprising to me.
Yeah, they're really all over the place. Like really all over the place. One of their like I played a lot of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, and wow, it mashed all the different Gundam casts together into one continuity. And
Yeah, like,
it was,
think about
it was
2
just
minutes of that
baffling.
before I got bored.
And like, I don't know how anyone could experience that version of the game and not come away with, wow, Gundam Seed was the worst idea.
It was. Dude, I tried watching Gundam Seed and I was like, so this is the Final
It's just
Fantasy.
teenagers crying constantly.
It's Evangelion, dude. It's literally it.
But then when you
But,
play
like-
the game, like the game, it only uses sound clips from the actual show for all the characters' quotes, and like you're having all this fun with like people like Miranado or something like that, and Hero and all these other people from the original stuff that are just like tropey
Yeah.
hero and villain
Uh-huh.
characters, and then you get ambushed in the middle of a patrol by this offensive group of Gundam Seed characters, and they're all like, "Why do we have to fight? All you're doing is hurting everybody." I'm like, "You're ambushing us. What the fuck? You're the one attacking us in this situation." But like, they don't have any audio to use besides them complaining about conflict. So every time they ambush you, they sound like they have no idea what's happening.
Why are child soldiers always so sad?
It's funny because that game inspired me to like actually go and like watch
Whoa!
the original Gundam.
Broke one of
or
them.
Gundam
Yeah,
Wing, I mean.
we killed it.
You were shooting it?
I was shooting it. I've been shooting it the whole time.
Huh.
I mean,
which
when
are the
it
ones with
exposed its red parts to me, if you know
I
what I'm
didn't-
saying.
It had me interested in watching Gundam Wing. 0% interested in watching Gundam Seed.
Gundam Wing was great, but the main
Gundam Wing
character
was cool.
Way too interested in self-destructing his mech at any given opportunity. Like, I'm
Gundam
kinda
Wing was cool
surprised-
because it made no sense, but it was really colorful, and there were giant robots.
Yeah.
The Dynasty Warriors Gundam was interesting because it led to the innovation of letting the players dash. Because like, we have thrusters, they should be able to like dash around like in Gundam. And then they just put that in all of the Dynasty Warriors games. It's like now almost everything has a dash or some sort of fast movement option
Which
in all the
came
other
first?
various.
The ridiculous Dynasty Warriors where they looked like Gundams, or the Gundam ones?
I'm pretty sure that I don't know which one came first. That's Dynasty Warriors Strike Force,
Yeah.
where they turn into like it's like Super Sentai Dynasty Warriors, where everyone starts
No
turning
way,
into, like,
that
transformation
exists?
forms.
It exists.
That is
It's
stupid.
awful.
Yeah, it's most comparable to call it Dynasty Warriors Dragon Ball Z, because everyone gets like spiky hair and like gets weirdly colorful, and they can start basically flying when they're fighting. You start
I watched
comboing
the
each other.
trailer
You start
for it, and it
comboing
was
each other in midair like you're playing Budokai.
Ugh.
That game was really fun. It was really awkward though, because it was like such a departure for their formula, and they didn't really know what to do with it. But it makes fights against like the yellow turban army and stuff like that like really confusingly like high profile and hype. Because like levels will end with you fighting like a giant chimera monster and stuff like that. Like that doesn't make any sense. As opposed to fighting some guy in a robe that's like, my magic.
That fucking guy. I've killed him so many times. I had the PSP version, and for whatever reason, like, half
Oh,
the time he was
no.
the first boss.
PSP Dynasty Warriors was the worst. Oh no.
It was really bad, yeah.
It was
I watched
really
somebody
bad,
play
but,
it and
like,
was like, I'm glad I'm not you right now.
Yeah.
as a kid, I didn't have much of a choice, and it had procedural generation, so, like, everything kind of felt fresh.
Like an issue is a lot of the games had unique. As it went on, they started making more unique and more historically reasonable interpretations of each person's campaign and what it would be. But in the original, in the very first Dynasty Warriors, for almost every single character, the first mission was Yellow Turban Army, and the second mission was Hulao Gate every single time. And they would almost always devolve into like Battle of Chur Bay or other places like that that were like the final fights of that particular faction, and basically everyone in the faction had identical campaigns. And so you got really used to the fucking
What was the,
"My
um,
magic?
how much,
and it's Lu-Bu!"
What was the IGN score?
Of the franchise?
No, of that game.
I don't know what the IGN score was, but most.
Well,
of,
that's how I would form my opinion.
Pretty much all of the scores of that franchise were like 5s.
Oh.
They were always they always were
Yeah,
reviewed
it's-
super negatively.
It's so niche that, like, any standard review person that isn't a fan is going to be like, who plays this shit?
And they don't pay him enough to give him good reviews, I guess. Funny.
Which, I'm curious,
Funny.
what's IGN's review of EDF 4.1?
Oh, it's probably
cares?
not good. My personal review of this game is it's like a 6 at best, so there you go.
I feel like the flaw is to be talking about this in terms of like a website's review as opposed to a person's review.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
what's the review
Apparently,
for EDF?
IGN did not bother reviewing it. Oh, the community rating is an 8.7. Metacritic puts it at 64%, which I think is kind of reasonable.
That seems pretty fair to me. Yeah.